If I could ask a question, Father, I know I want to center this around you today, but I'm sure the viewers, like myself, would want a piece of advice off you. So you obviously, from what I've heard from you today, I feel like you have as much wisdom that God's given you as well as self awareness, and you're very self aware of your situations and what you need to do. So as a younger male in the community, for example, what should what should a male and female be willing to sacrifice in order for a relationship to work, and how what are sort of a couple of non-negotiables would you say, considering your experiences that you had, because your wife told you how what the things she didn't want, but God's blessing changed that.
You know, Simon, the idea is love.
Mm.
When we love Christ, then everything works in our favor. Loving Christ is something miraculous. When you love Christ, then all things will go in the right way with you.
Mm.
Actually, it's a verse in the Bible. All things go well for those who love Him. And that's the reason that I say to people, if you like a partner for work or for marriage or whatever, the criterion is one. Does the person love Christ or not? If the person loves Christ, that's it. Your life will be secure. And that's what we teach our kids. What do you like to teach your kids? What's the best thing, George, you could teach your kid?
It's a hard question. I think for me it would be obviously the love of God and love of the church, and fear of God as well.
Yeah.
That's my hope. But you bring up the topic of kids, and it reminds me, like, I have two kids, and I find that I'm struggling so much with two kids, whether it's lack of sleep or balancing around work, or balancing marriage and kids, and everything is quite hard. But you had 5 kids, Abuna. So what's your secret, or what's your advice here to how to manage and balance and not get overwhelmed? I don't know if maybe these days it's a bit harder. I don't know. I don't think I was as hard for my parents, but kids these days I find are very challenging.
So then, George, it's the work of God. He can do very little. We are very limited in our capability, but God is unlimited. So if you invite God, and that's what happened with you, that's the policy that your dad and your mom had. They have all this policy for you and your sister, that they like you to be close to God. That's it. What type of education? You are very well educated, you and your sister, of course, but I mean that this happened naturally. All what was running in your parents' mind is to make you close to God. Once you are close to God, then things will work with you in a perfect way. So that's the best way. The best offering that you can give whoever you like, whether the children, friends, siblings, is to make them love God.